This is 7 National News, and in our top story. In his capacity as ruler of Dubai, the UAE Vice President and Prime Minister, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has issued Law No. 9 of 2016, replacing Dubai Transport Corporation with Dubai Taxi Corporation. The Dubai Crown Prince and Chairman of Dubai Executive Council, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has also issued Executive Council Resolution No. 48 of 2016, which stipulates that Dubai Taxi Corporation is a public institution enjoying a legal status and capacity, as well as financial and administrative autonomy. The resolution also specifies the share capital of the corporation as being set at 100 million dirhams, which can be increased by a decision of the Road and Transport Authority's Board of Directors. The new resolution aims to enable the corporation to develop an integrated transport system offering light vehicles and specialized transportation within and outside the country, as well as provide the highest international standards in road transport for passengers and goods. The resolution also aims to involve the private sector in providing passenger transport services and encourage investment in this area. It authorizes the corporation to own, use and rent land, properties and equipment to conduct its activities, and allows it to own and rent maintenance workshops, establish its own petrol stations to service its vehicles, access credit and loans required for its operations, and provide all necessary guarantees in line with existing legislation. Furthermore, the new resolution will enable the corporation to sign franchising agreements, transport management contracts and operation and maintenance contracts with specialized agencies both within and outside the UAE. The Abu Dhabi Education Council has stated that no further increases in school tuition fees will be allowed this academic year, adding that it will fine any school that imposes increased fees. ADEC made schools aware of the process of applying for a tuition fee increase, and it received 90 requests for the academic year 2016-17, with no more being accepted. The requests are assessed on the basis of several criteria, and accumulated points will determine whether the increase is approved or denied. The criteria covers school evaluation reports, investment in teaching, salaries of technical and administrative staff, professional development, teacher turnover, investment in buildings and mechanisms, as well as the number of registered special needs pupils and the percentage of Emiratisation in the educational and administrative staff. Out of the 90 requests received, ADEC approved 51 for increases that amounted on average to 6%. The Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Foundation has revealed plans to host the 3rd edition of the Knowledge Summit in December, which will also witness the launch of the new Arab Reading Index. At a press conference, the chairman of the foundation, along with a senior official from the United Nations Development Programme, announced that the 3rd Knowledge Summit will be held from the 5th to the 7th of December 2016. Aimed to highlight sustainability of educational strategies as well as the localization of knowledge, it was announced that the summit is expected to attract leading scientists, academics and researchers to discuss current challenges faced by the region. Among the prominent speakers to have attended the summit included former British Prime Minister Gordon Brown, who delivered the keynote address of the 2015 summit. Over the last 2 editions, researchers have launched reports such as Knowledge Index and reports that have been regarded as an essential tool for decision and policy makers to implement the right policies. It was announced that this year's Reading Index will assess the initiatives and measures taken by an individual Arab country towards spreading the culture of reading.
Last year's theme was totally different. It was about innovation because at that point of time the country was focusing on more of innovation projects and so on. This year we're talking about the future and foreseeing the future and the difference between the past and the present. This year the theme will be totally different, and we will be also introducing the Reading Index, which is considered the first index in the region, just to evaluate and we see where do we stand actually in terms of reading.
While clarifying that the report does not intend to instigate competition among the countries, the spokesperson from UNDP said that it should promote knowledge sharing. Data for the index will be based on electronic and physical surveys while using a sample size of over 20,000 young adults.
The aim is not to show a competition. On the contrary, the aim is to show decision makers in each Arab country the situation of reading, and also promote cooperation between the different Arab countries in terms of lessons learned, how they can help each other, how they can learn from each other. So this is the objective, actually. The important thing, what's next, it's, for example, what was done in the UAE. The UAE has developed a strategy to address reading. We hope that with this index in the different Arab countries, other countries will pursue the same path in developing appropriate strategies, policies to address the gaps in this area.
The Public Transport Agency of the Roads and Transport Authority has confirmed that public buses have carried more than 70 million passengers in the first half of the year. The number represents an increase of 4.6% compared with 66,703,583 during the same period in 2015. And according to spokespeople from the agency, the ever-increasing ridership of the Emirates public transport services is indicative of the improving culture of using public transport among various community segments. The RTA has attributed this trend to its endeavours to operate robust and spacious buses with accurate timings, which are integrated with other mass transit facilities such as the metro, tram and marine transit. The RTA has targeted raising the public's use of Dubai's various transport systems to 30% by 2030. The share of public transport soared from 6% in 2006 to 15% in 2015, and the rate is expected to reach 16% by the end of this year. The Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratisation has revealed that almost 100% of companies have fully complied with the midday break rule. According to the results of the ministry's inspections, they recorded a compliance rate of 99.72% among 66,115 firms, with 187 violations reported from 15th of June until the 15th of September. Officials from the ministry stated that it carried out 66,302 inspectional visits, of which 10,040 were made in Abu Dhabi, 7,062 in Al Ain, 13,569 in Dubai, 7,197 in Sharjah, 7,522 in Ajman, 7,847 in Ras Al Khaimah, 4,275 in Al Quwain, and 8,790 in Fujairah. The ministry praised those companies that adhered to the rule, which cuts off 3 working hours on a daily basis. Violators of the rule are fined 5,000 dirhams per worker to a maximum of 50,000 dirhams if the case involves a large number of employees. The ministry also said that daily working hours must not exceed 8 hours in the morning or night shift, and overtime should be paid to those working additional hours, as stated by Federal Law Number 8 of 1980 on labour affairs. All employers have been asked to post a daily work schedule in Arabic on notice boards to assist in inspections, and also in other languages to assure they are understood by the workers. And in other news, less than 2 weeks away from GITEX Shopper, the Ministry of Economy has confirmed that the UAE has been cleared of all defective Samsung Galaxy Note 7 devices. According to an Arabic daily, Dr. Hashim Al-Nuaimi, the Director of Consumer Protection Department at the Ministry of Economy, was quoted as saying that all defective devices of the popular smartphone brand have been withdrawn from retail outlets. Tech giant Samsung has recalled millions of new Galaxy Note 7 smartphones worldwide after reports of the devices catching fire while charging. Samsung's Note 7S, which have been pulled from shelves in 10 countries, including the UAE, South Korea and the US, just 2 weeks after the product's launch. Working in cooperation with Samsung, Dr. Al-Nuaimi further stated that the new shipments of the devices will be subjected to full inspections before being released on the market to ensure they are free from any manufacturing defects. He added that the new devices would be scanned by the Emirates Authority for Standardization and Metrology (ESMA), along with the Abu Dhabi Quality and Conformity Council. The new phones, which are free of defects, are expected to arrive before the end of the month, according to the agreement between the ministry and Samsung. Meanwhile, An-Noaimi confirmed that a number of consumers have already received refunds from retail houses and called on consumers wanting to replace their phones to retain it as a guarantee of their rights, but refrain from using it at all for the existence of specific risks to security and safety. Several airlines around the globe, including Emirates, have already banned Galaxy Note 7 phones to be switched on or placed on charge on flights. And finally, in the bulletin, Sharjah Institute for Heritage has approved the introduction of the first-of-the-kind professional diplomas in heritage program in 6 disciplines, including museum management and restoration of heritage manuscripts. At a press conference held at the SIH campus in Sharjah today, it was announced that all professional diplomas are being offered for the current academic year in order to train and qualify students in many aspects related to the conservation of Gulf and Arab heritage. While commenting on their new initiative, SIH officials stated that each professional diploma has its own program, courses and subjects, and includes an exclusive graduation project concerning the surrounding environment. It was revealed that each of the 6 new programs will have 35 approved credits, and the enrollment for all concerning disciplines has already begun, starting on the 25th of August and ending on the 20th of this month. The study will start at the beginning of next week on the 25th of September. Institute officials are hopeful that with the launch of this new program, future Emirati and Arab youth can be inspired to contribute in their own unique way and also made aware about the skill and knowledge required for an efficient management of cultural heritage. All diplomas are approved by SIH and the preliminary license given by the National Qualification Authority in Abu Dhabi.
All the universities in the Emirates, they are, not teaching anything related to the cultural heritage. And sometimes some academic centers, they think that dealing with cultural heritage, or what we used to say folklore, it is something simple, so no need to keep it an academic study. So we started in the institute to find the focal point for the researchers, and we will be the main step for the researchers and students in the cultural heritage to be qualified for the field.
Actually, we start our working as academic field gradually. We started from professional diploma, and by the way, this diploma, it will be 6 diploma to prepare and to create the community United Arab Emirates, to change it from human resource to human capital. One from the point in this diploma, we did the reaction toward the needs of the community, what they want, what is the target of the government of United Arab Emirates. We have 6 diploma. The first diploma, heritage management; second diploma, museum management; third diploma, it's about the developing for the heritage and the old papers. The fourth diploma, it will be for collecting. There is some specific poet, or we can say arwad. This is in our culture, like the people, they sit near from the sea, they're gonna to sing some songs and they're gonna to attract the people. We're gonna to prepare the people professionally, how can they gonna to collect this information. And we have one from the other professional diploma, it's named as organizational heritage management.